Hey there, everybody. My name is Kimber Williams, and I'm so proud to be an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I love sharing my story. I hope that you get some hope from my story. I know that stories have always meant so much to me before Plexus and during. And I grew up in a home of network marketing. I have always really seen the value of network marketing. I grew up in a home that was very entrepreneurial. My mom's very successful in another network marketing company, and I knew that was what I wanted when I was married and had children one day. And so my husband and I, we had been married about, I would say about 9 years when I first was introduced to Plexus. And at that time, I had worked that other business for several years. I was on a little bit of a hiatus because I was very sick with our boys when I was pregnant. And so I wasn't really working that business, but I started to see about Plexus, and I started to get just this little not just this little hint, this little glimmer of what if this business is for me? What if this business could change everything for us? And it was scary for me because I had never ever looked at anything outside of that other company. That was, in a sense, my box. That was my destiny. That was what I always knew I wanted to do, what was going to take me to my dreams. And so thinking outside of that, it was really scary. And so when I started to get that in my heart and it just would not go away, I knew that I had to take a look at it. And so as I looked more and more at Plexus, I thought, I know that I need to be a part of this. I felt like it was the key for us. And so I want to encourage you, we all have boxes in our life. I know that for me, that other company was, it was perfectly right for me when I was a part of it. And I wouldn't be where I am in Plexus if it wasn't for that company. And so sometimes there's just seasons where it's time to step out of the box and it's scary. And I am so thankful that I did. Before Plexus, we struggled to pay our bills. My husband is an amazing provider. He's an amazing contractor, but the industry is very up and down, so we didn't always know what our check was, and it was very stressful for him. And I saw the physical stress, the emotional, mental stress that was on him because subcontractors wouldn't show up. Things wouldn't go right on the job. It was very hard on him. And so as I got into Plexus, I thought, I want to be able to take the financial stress off of my husband. I don't want to see him this way anymore. And so as I started to work, I started working hard right away. I started talking to everybody and sharing on social media. And you all, within 6 months, I was almost able to cover the cost of our living expenses. And then after 6 months, I was at a point where I was paying all of the bills because my husband did not have any contracts signed for 4 straight months that winter. That had never happened before, and I shudder to think what would have happened if I hadn't started working Plexus when I did, that Plexus paid our bills. And you guys, we did not go on vacations unless we went with my parents. My parents typically always paid for us. We did not go do special things. We rarely ate out. And so I'm not going to tell you that money's going to solve your problems. After 2 years in the business and hitting a 6-figure income, that didn't solve all of our problems, but I can tell you that we think and talk about money a lot less now than we did before Plexus. And the reason that's so important to me is because not only did it bring financial freedom, but it brought us mental and emotional freedom. It brought us freedom, time freedom. We were able to, instead of living continually under that stress, that financial stress, that it pretty much just invaded all of our lives. The stress over my husband and I, over our home, over our children, it was seen in every area of our lives, that once we had that financial freedom to not live under that stress, we were able to deal with, our marriage had been strained for years. We were able to have a better relationships with our children. We were able to put into areas that are really life-giving and important in life. And so for us, this business has changed everything for us. You got to read my testimony last night, and it has changed everything for us as well, health-wise. But I just want to encourage you, what if this could change everything for you? My code word for you tonight is everything. Your code word for me is everything. And so I just want to encourage you, this has changed everything for so many people. It's changed everything for us, and we have thousands of people on our team that it's changed everything for. What if this could change everything for you too?